Hi everybody, and thanks for joining Stamp with Tracy for today's Well Wednesday. For today's Well Wednesday, we're actually going to be working with the Winter Meadow Designer Series paper. This is in our current mini catalog, and one of the great things about this is it is going to be carried over. It is going to be a product that's still available. So I'm very excited about that. It's some beautiful paper. There's actually so many gorgeous pieces. I'm going to give you a quick look now. Smoky Slate, Misty Moonlight. Love the deer in this. We're going to make something with that. I would love to know what you think this is. I'm thinking it looks like a crab apple. Other people say it looks like blueberries, but of course they're not blue. And I can't find anyone yet who can positively identify it. So you let me know what you think. Absolutely gorgeous background papers. So pretty. And as I stated, this is currently in our mini catalog and it will be carried over. So today we're going to be making something along with the Christmas classics, stamps and dies. And we're going to start, and I want to thank Nancy Amato. I was at a retreat with Nancy and fellow stampers, and she did this card for us as one of our make and takes, and I absolutely loved it, and I wanted to share it with you. So thank you so much, Nancy Amato, for this wonderful design. So we start out first with a piece of the basic thick white cardstock, and it's just 5.5 by 4. So you'll see this is a different type of design. I love it. And then we have a piece of, excuse me, Lost Lagoon, and that's 5.25 by 4. And then we have another piece of Lost Lagoon, and this piece is 7.5 by 2.25, scored and folded at 3 3/4. And then you need another piece of Lost Lagoon for the die cut. We're going to be using that beautiful die cut. And we also have a basic white piece of paper for the inside of, this is going to be our little greeting flap. So we'll have that inside there. And we also will have another piece that is cut from the label die for the season's greetings. So not only do you have this beautiful piece here, but you also have just the label die to cut out if you want to layer another piece on there. And we'll be using the Whisper White for that as well. I think that covers pretty much all the cuts and everything I need, except for the Designer Series paper. This is the small pine trees, and this is 5 by 3 3/4. And then another little piece that goes on the front of this flap here. And that piece is, let me measure that really quick. Looks like it is 3 3/4. 3 3/4 by 2. And that'll go on the front of that flap. So let's go ahead and get some stamping and some assembling done. So first let's stamp our greeting. Our greeting is going to say Season's Greetings for this one. And it's going to be stamped in the Lost Lagoon ink. And that fits perfect on there. Then we are going to use our Stampin' Dimensionals to pop that up onto this layer. Hope everybody's prepping for Christmas and maybe you've got some shopping done. This might be the first year that I've got everything done early. I mean, I'm sure there's some last minute items I'll still pick up, but nothing that I have to have, which I love. I love not being under pressure. And I've got to say that a lot of that has to do with my great daughter-in-law, because she always gives me a nice list for all my grandkids. Makes it nice and easy. So we have that. And then we're going to do some stamping on that small little white piece on the inside. So we are going to stamp the tidings of comfort and joy. And again, we're using Lost Lagoon. And that's going to go right at the top of this piece here. And then after that, we're going to stamp the holly in Lost Lagoon as well. I want a piece of scrap paper underneath of me because I'm going to be stamping off. So I'm going to grab a piece of scrap under here. And I have one of those holly leaves there. And one right there. And then we're going to color that with some blends. And I'm looking for my Lost Lagoon. So we'll color that in with the Lost Lagoon Light blend. Our sale is in effect for the retiring items, the discontinuing items in our current mini catalog. And I'm sad to see this Christmas Classics stamp set and dies retiring. And if you want them and you don't have them yet, I recommend getting them ASAP, because once they're gone, they're gone. They did not go on a sale price. There are a few items that are on sale. I hope you've had a chance to review that. And then we're also going to stamp the little berries on there with real red. And I'll be stamping off, not stamping off, but going off my paper. So I want to go ahead and keep that little piece here to just show the little bit of berries. And I still leave a space in there for you to sign your name to your card. So now we will go ahead and attach that to the inside of that piece that is 7.5 by 2 1/4. I will make sure that I put my December host code in the description with my video today. And I'll also put the item number for this bundle. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and get the card assembled. So the first thing we're going to do is attach the Lost Lagoon to the base. Yep, I thought that was empty. So let me switch here to my glue. Hopefully I grabbed one that, oh, I was going to say, hopefully I grabbed one that's not empty. It's far from empty, isn't it? That's why I try to say that you need to always start in the middle with your glue in case something like that happens. And I forgot to do it. So we're going to put that piece on here. What I like about using the glue is you still have a chance to move it around a little bit. Then we're going to take this piece here and we will glue that down. We're just gluing the back flap. And that will be centered. Oops, oh, nope, forgot something. Got to put that DSP on there first. So we'll be using that piece of DSP that was cut for this layer with the trees on it. That beautiful Lost Lagoon light and dark. Now we will take, and that fits right to the edge, top and bottom. I'm doing my best to get that centered. Grab my ruler and take a quick look at that and see. Not that it's important that it's perfect. It is very close. Then we're going to add the DSP top layer with those. I'm going to use the opposite side of the trees this time. And that'll go, again, top to bottom on this layer here. So now we're going to add our cutout die, and we have to make sure that we bring it down far enough so that when we open this top flap, it doesn't bend. So you want to make sure this point is down far enough, and we want to get that straight on there. And that adds our greeting. Remember, you only want to glue this area here. So if you either put it down on this designer series paper or on the back of your die so that you can open it and it's not attached and glued down. Then we'll add some rhinestones. Now you could color those rhinestones with your blends if you wanted to and put them on all the little berry marks here on the die cut, or just randomly take and put those on the card, which I think I will do the random part, just putting them on the card. So I'm just going to take the bigger ones. I'm going to have one up here. I'll put one over here. And then one more down here. And there we have our first card made with this beautiful Winter Meadow Designer Series paper and the Christmas Classic dies and stamp set. Here's another one that says Merry Christmas. So we have those. And then one more quick and easy one I'm going to show you. And that is using, oh, and here's my envelope. Didn't want to have a naked envelope, so I have the envelope for the others with matching holly to go there. This is a piece of smoky slate, and I stamped on the inside from the stamp set Winter Meadows as well. Very quick and cute and easy to assemble. So this will be the inside. May the peace of the season light your world, and may your new year be the brightest. Now I have that flipped over on the other side. Oh, that one's crooked, that's why. Okay, so we will add and adhere that to the inside of our smoky slate. And this is a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white. And we're putting that on our card base. That is smoky slate. That's 8.5 by 5.5. And then I have a piece that is run through with the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder, which is also in our current mini catalog. And I do believe this is carrying over as well, so that's great. We'll be able to still use that. And then I have a piece of the Designer Series paper, and it's the one with the deer. So I just made sure I cut this the size that I needed. It is cut at 4 by 3. And I set it up so that the deer was in the proper place. And then I have a piece of smoky slate. And this one is at let me see real quick. This one is at 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, just a 1/4 of an inch bigger than that Designer Series paper. I think I'm going to pop that up with dimensionals. And yes, I use my dimensionals till they're completely gone. So I've got all these little corners and edges that I still use. So we'll pop that up on there. What is your favorite thing that's going to be leaving this current catalog? I know I'm going to miss quite a few things from there, but I'm pretty happy with the things that are returning as well. Then I'm going to take my Wink of Stella. And this is my clear Wink of Stella. I'm going to take my scrap paper and make sure that it's working okay. And I'm going to put some Wink of Stella on these trees. On this card. Just to give it a nice little shimmer. Hopefully you can see that. Just to add a little bit to it. And then I have a little greeting, and this greeting is from I'm thinking it's Brights Aglow, maybe is the name of the stamp set, and it is cut with one of the small decal circles, and I'm going to add that with dimensionals as well. Probably only need one in the center of that. And we have another very nice, simple, and easy, but beautiful Christmas card made with those designer series paper. So I hope you enjoyed today's Well Wednesday. Don't forget to like and comment so that you have a chance to win 2 of the 3 cards made today. So like and comment on the video, and I'll be happy to pick a winner in a few days, and I'll contact you and find out which 2 cards you want. So thanks a lot for joining me, everyone, and happy stamping!